Really good to see you. It's good to see you back in Lancashire, actually. After it's a while since we've spoken to you on BBC Radio Lancashire, with your time at Fleetwood Town being quite a while ago now. It feels like ages, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels a long time ago. Obviously, Fleetwood times, but that's the career. It goes past really quick. But yeah, delighted to be back up here. Then, as I said, looking forward to the season with Accrington.
How are you settling in?
Yeah, brilliant. As you get a bit older, it's easier to settle into the dressing rooms. You don't have that shyness as a kid growing up. So yeah, easy. Great group of lads down there and great staff. So made it easy for me.
Let's give us an idea of the summer then. You came on in the first game of the season for Chesterfield. Were you expecting a summer move at any point, or did it all come around pretty quickly?
I've one of them where, as I said in the first interview, I went from high Stockport to winning the league and scoring quite a few goals there, to obviously not getting the game time at Chesterfield. Now obviously I had a few niggles in there, but yeah, I just want to play. As I said about the career, it goes by quick, so I don't want to. When the day does come, when I call it a day, I don't want to be finished on a low. I want to finish on a high. So it's important to get back and playing games.
Yeah, it's only when you look and see you're 35, which is it's.
That's why I shaved the beard now. It's taken a few years on me, but
career goes quick, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
But you're here now and you're playing, and how much are you looking forward to really being part of it, and the lads potentially looking at you as someone who has got a great deal of experience who can offer it to the rest of the lads?
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It is a young squad, but the best thing that ever happened to me was when I was at Bohemians and I had good senior pros to learn off and always help me. So I'd like to pass on that information and do the same for the younger lads growing up now and trying to further their career. So I'm always there if they need a hand. And yeah, it's good to be back playing and back in that match day feeling.
It's funny, I was at Fleetwood yesterday talking to some of the players, and they're saying exactly that Ched Evans is exactly that for them going back to Fleetwood, that the dressing room manages itself. Is it pretty similar for you here?
Yeah, it's obviously Ched's a great lad at Fleetwood, and I was there with Ched at the time, so he'd be brilliant for the young lads down there as well with his experience. So yeah, it's something, as I said, I'm looking forward to it, and as a team, it's important that we start picking up some wins and climbing that table.
Yeah, you know what football's like in 2025. If you don't win in your first 4 games, everyone's looking at the table. What do you make of it as a player?
That's obviously from my experience over the years. Football, as you said, football's gone like that now, where managers all over the country, there's a lot of pressure on them if they don't hit the ground running. Where I think people should be given time to stake the claim and put their ideas into place. But it's important for us players to carry that out onto the pitch and make sure it's a successful season.
This sort of fine line, Paddy, isn't there? That I was talking to the manager a few minutes ago that they had such a slow start last season that it cost them for the entire season. You don't want to be waiting for that first win much longer, do you?
It'll come. Obviously, as I say, from the first 2 games being involved, it's a good, hungry group that if they keep that work rate on and off the ball, we won't be far away. So it's important just take a game by game, especially with a young squad. You let the lads ease into these games, and that's what us senior heads are for, to help them through it. So yeah, fingers crossed for a successful season this year.
From the couple of games you've been part of, are chances being created? Are you as a striker, are you looking at it thinking, I'm going to get some goals here?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, that endeavour from the young lads, what I've noticed even off the ball, they work very, very hard. They're good on and off the ball, and in these leagues, especially League 1 and League 2, if you work hard, you're going to create chances. So them chances will keep coming, no doubt.
You've scored goals at this level whenever you've been in it, haven't you? I mean, how much do you relish, hopefully, getting into double figures and that sort of thing this season? That'll always be your target, won't it? You're a goal scorer.
Definitely, that's what I've come here for, to help the team out and score goals and create chances. I've obviously adapted my game over the last 4 years, where I'll come in and link to play a bit more and then arrive in the box. So, but I always put pressure on myself. I'm known for being a goal scorer through the years, so that pressure is a privilege really, and I'll try to get as many goals as I can.
How's that been adapting your game? I hear a lot of people talk about that when they get to the stage of the career that you're at, that you do to extend your career. Potentially, you do things a little bit differently. How's that been?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, like I won't lie about things. I'm not as quick as I used to be. I used to be that kind of in behind striker, where it's like how can I adapt my game now to help the team? And at Stockport, I was given that role where I was allowed to come into that role, and we had some good success there, where I was allowed to come in and link the play, and the younger lads, like I was taught when I was younger, I do the running in behind. Where at Stockport we had them unselfish players where are going to be quicker than you. They'll run in behind and stretch the team's feet, and then you can create chances for them. So, as I said, at Stockport, I was obviously given that license to do that, and it worked well. So, it's about adapting your game where you can help the team as best as you can.
It's how important at this level, particularly League Two, Paddy, is the know-how. You've been there. You know when the digs are coming, you know when the sly little kicks are coming, you know when you can get away with them as well yourself. And there's some young players coming into this team who have never been part of it because they're from youth football, which is completely different. Just how important is that sort of knowledge of how to play League Two football?
As I said, that comes with time. You're gonna back in the day, we're probably a bit more feisty, where I'd probably react to stuff like that. Where now, you just know it's part of the game. Defenders are gonna pinch you, do all sorts, but it's just part of the game, and I think it makes you a stronger person on and off the field. And it's just that learning curve.
So you're not as feisty as you once were?
Oh, I'm still feisty, all right. Yeah. Just not quick, not as quick into it as I used to be. But yeah, that feistiness is a good thing. I think you need that. You need that in football, especially to protect yourself out there. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, that will never go, but thankfully I haven't used it in a long while.
Do you get the sense if you get the first goal this weekend, it could be massive? Because Shrewsbury are going through a really difficult time right now that stretches back quite a long way.
Yeah, they're going through a little rough spell at the minute, but as I said, over the years, every team's going to go through them spells of the season. It's important that on Saturday we tried to keep them in that kind of spell, but it's a good club, Shrewsbury. I'm sure they'll come out of it, but it's about us and about us getting our 3 points away on the road.